Good morning, students. So today, for 10th class, I have brought some important question that is useful for 2022 examination, means after the midterm examination. So it may be useful in PT3 or final examination. So let's see question number 1. Why do we need affordable and clean energy? This is the question from Green Skill. So let's see what the answer. We need affordable and clean energy as it will reduce air pollution, or it reduces the air pollution. It will help in stopping the over exploitation of resources like coal, petrol, etc. It will help in achieving sustainable development goals. It will bring positivity toward the nature and society. It will result in attitude of every person in the society. So these are the different things that we are getting outcome from uh, green or affordable and clean energy. So this should be considered. After this video, you can download the PDF of the file that I am showing you from the link below in the description. Now, question number 2. Name a few sustainable initiatives taken in India. So, what are the sustainable initiatives taken in India? Let's see. The first number is install low flow faucet and water efficient toilets. This is the first initiative. Then the next one is reduce landscape water use. Then engage employees to be more conscientious, and then install automatic light set off, use energy efficient light bulb, reduce scrap material during production. So these are the different initiatives. Means these lead to the uh, environment friendly uh, uh, situation. So that is why we are telling sustainable initiative, and these are taken by the Indian government, and people are also doing many initiatives in their home and in their society wherever they live. Now, question number 3 is enlist main 5 characteristics of sustainable development. So what are the characteristics? I have enlisted many. You can choose the 5. The first one is it attempt to minimize greenhouse gases, reduce global warming, and preserve environmental resources. So it is the first the sustainable development characteristic. Second, it emphasizes on green architecture and eco-friendly building practices. Use of natural biodegradable building material, then use of renewable resources of water, emphasize on renewable energy sources such as solar and wind, protection of natural inhabitat, plant replacement for any resource used, non-polluting construction practices and industries. So these are the different things by which you can lead to sustainable development, or these are the different sustainable development characteristic. Okay, so by doing this all the work that is enlisted here, one can add to sustainable development. So let's see question number 4. Explain the process of becoming an entrepreneur. It's very common question right from the 9th class. So it is also in 10th. So let's see. So to become an entrepreneur, we need to follow these 3 steps. First one is enter, then second one is survive, and third one is grow. What it means enter? It means starting and setting up a business. And what is survive? After setting up the business, an entrepreneur need to face and survive the competition and rivals in the market providing the same or similar product. So there is competition of selling the product in the market, and same product with low cost and different design is available in the market. So entrepreneur have to do competition there. That is called surviving. Then the last one is grow. Once business is well established, an entrepreneur or expand his or her business. Okay, it is not here or by mistake. It is here. Okay. Expand means after getting a proper survival, one want to expand the business, and it involves investing more money and growing the scale of business. So these were the three steps to become an entrepreneur. Next question is 5 number. Let's see, what do you understand by the term risk tolerance? What is risk tolerance? So risk tolerance is nothing but taking the risk of investing the money in the business and not becoming very much uh, intolerance, means not means the amount up to which a person can invest money, and on the loss of that money he do not have any harm in his life. So let's see what is written here. Risk tolerance is the degree to which an individual can comfortably accept taking risk. In other words, risk tolerance is a measure of how much of a loss an investor is willing to endure within them. Okay. So next, question number 6. Which is the most important function of an entrepreneur according to you? So there are many. You can write some other also. I have written from myself, means from my side. Write your answer with suitable example. See, according to me, the most important function of an entrepreneur is to making decision. So for business to grow, an entrepreneur have to take many decisions. Let's see what is the example here. Example is the nature of the product to be sold, the quality of the product, price, etc. These require very critical thinking. Here an entrepreneur required to make multiple decision. Okay, this is the example. Now let's see what are the pros and cons of using ICT. So what are the benefit and what are the disadvantages of the ICT? So first one is e-learning, online learning, and next is ICT brings inclusion. Inclusion means people from every section, from all everywhere is included. ICT promotes higher order thinking and skill. ICT enhances subject learning. ICT use develops ICT literacy and ICT capability. So by the help of ICT, one can increase the literacy of ICT and its capability. ICT use encourage collaboration. ICT use encourages collaboration. ICT use motivates learning. ICT is in education improves engagement and knowledge retention. So these are the big too much, or we can say there are many pros, there are many benefits, and the harm. The disadvantages are it all is costly, means charger, credit card, and mobile phone. These are all are available at very high cost. Then second one is mobile phone theft. Also there is problem of getting the mobile theft. Uses barriers of education and literacy. So here every person cannot handle the phone, smartphone. First one need some knowledge. So there is barrier to know it. Dissection of data. So all the data is not available for everyone. Some data are paid data, means people have to pay some money for some online courses or some ICT. Then using deceptive phone calls to commit fraud, and there are many people who calls to have some money, or they do fraud with their transaction. So this is risky also. Now question number 8. Enlist the way in which an entrepreneur affects the society. So how an entrepreneur affect the society? Entrepreneur create jobs, share wealth or the profit, then uh, lower the price of the product. These are the effect, different things that is affected by an entrepreneur. Means an entrepreneur usually employ a lot of people to carry out their business activity. So in this way, he affect the society by creating job in the society. The second one is uh, sharing of wealth. Means wealth means being financially stable enough to sustain a happy and comfortable life. So, with the growth in business life of people associated with the business also improve, and hence they also get to a share of the profit from the business. So, this is what every people get profited from from an entrepreneur or from a business. The last one is when multiple companies sells a similar product, the monopoly ends. This led to significant decrease in the price of the commodity. So by this, price of the commodity also decreases because there is competition in the market. Now question number 9, and 9 is saying what? How can we contribute to sustainable development goals? So we can also uh, support or help in achieving sustainable development goal. What is sustainable development goal? Means the activity or the work which helps in environment friendly progress or the development of the society or human beings. So how we can do that? We can reduce the immoderate uses of resources and conserve resources. We can use the resources in such a way that it is available for the future generation also. The second one is use scientific and approved method to manage renewable resources, particularly bio resources. So what bioresources like petrol, coal, uh, uh, and some other resources which are renewable, which can be renewed, like water also, air also. So this should be used in scientific way so that it is not harmful for the present generation or the environment or the future generation. Next, third one is increase plantation of tree. We can plant more and more tree to add to the sustainable development goals. Then reuse and recycle the waste material. We should not throw the things here and there, but we should recycle them and reuse them. And then create a green patches between a concrete building by planting grass, bushes, and even trees. So in our building, we should plant some tree or some bushes. By doing that, we can add to sustainable development. Then avoid non-biodegradable material. We should not use plastic or other things that is not biodegradable, means which do not changes again into nature and mix up with the nature. Next, 7 number, being equipped with the environment friendly technology. We should use such technology which do not harm the environment. The next one is question number 10. What are the benefits of using Ecury? Now it is from part B and computer part. Let's see. Following are the benefits of using Ecury. What Ecury help in? Ecury make it possible to view the data only from the field we are curious to view. Okay, it helps in seeing the only data that we want to see. Okay, so Curie is helpful in this way. Second one is it also help us in combining data from several data sources. Means we can combine data from two or more table and see it at a one place. So it helps in combining the data from several data sources. The third one is by query, we can view records that meet criteria that we simply specify. So by we can use query to meet the criteria, means we can give some situation or formula. We can use some condition by which we can see only the specified data. So these are the three different benefits of using a query. How can you create a split form in MS Access? These all questions are very important. So please remember these all questions, and I try to understand also. If you have some problem, you can write me, or you can comment to me. I will try to make you understand the things in very simple or easy language if possible. We need to follow the following step to create a split form in MS Access. So in MS Access, we can create this split form. First, we have to open the navigation pane and then click the table or query on which we want to, or you want to uh, create your form. Okay. So the third one is activate the create tab. Okay. And then click on a split form in the form group, and Access will create a split form. So only the four steps is here for creating the split form in MS Access. Now the question number 12, what is primary key? How can you create a primary key? So a primary key, you know very well, a primary key is the column or columns that contain value that uniquely identify each row in a table. So it is the unique value by which we can relate it from other table for our easy navigation or access. So how we can create primary key or set primary key? We can create or set primary key in the following step. There are three steps. The first one is in the navigation pane, right click a table and select design view. The second one is select the field or fields you want to use as a primary key, then select design and then click on primary key. By this step you can create. Now the next question is how to create a table using web service. Web service, uh, how can it be used to create a table? So let's see. If for this, we need to have internet also. So on the external data tab, go to the import and click link group, click on more and then choose data service. Okay. So there is option in the ribbon. From there, we have to click on data tab, means in the tabs, and then go to import and link group and choose the data service. Then click on install a new connection. You have to do a connection also, and then select the connection file that you want to use and then click OK. In the create link to web service data dialog box, elaborate the connection that you wish to use. So there will be a dialog box in front of you after clicking here, selecting the file, and then you have to elaborate, means you have to set up all the things, and after that in the step 5 click the table that you wish to link and then click OK. So this is the sixth step in which you can create table using web service. Now question number 14. What is the difference between DML and it is DDL? So data definition language and data manipulation language. These are the two different SQL state language, or and there are many under DDL and DML. There are statements that we used for doing query. So it stands for data definition language and it stands for data manipulation language. Second one is it is used to create database schema and can be used to define some constraint as well. Means some what uh, validation or as well. Okay, it is used to add, retrieve, or update the data. Next one is it basically defines the column of the table, or we can say the attribute of the table. It add or update the row of the table. These rows are called as tuple. Okay. So a tuple or record or a row is same, and this is updated or added with the help of DML. It does not have any further classification, so DDL do not have any further classification, but it is further classified into procedural and non-procedural DML. So there are two types of DML. Okay. Next one is basic commands in DDL are create, drop, rename, alter, etc. But basic commands present in DML are update, insert, merge, etc. Okay. Then DDL does not use where clause in its statements. But here we can use where clause. Where clause helps in providing some condition for our query. Okay. So while DML uses where clause in its statement. So these were the differences between DDL and DML. You can remember or you can skip some of the point if it is similar. Okay. Next, question number 15. What is RDBMS? Explain. Okay. So let's see DBMS, that is database management system that incorporate the relational data model. This is the important for RDBMS, that is relation. Okay, so relational data model normally including a structured query language, that is SQL application programming interface, is known as RDBMS. So following are the features of RDBMS. It provides data to be stored in table, process data in the form of rows and columns, provide facility of primary key that to uniquely identify the row, creates indexes for quicker data retrieval, provides a virtual table creation in which sensitive data can be stored and simplified query can be applied. So sharing a common column in two or more tables, that is with the help of primary key and foreign key. Now, last point is provides multi-user accessibility that can be controlled by individual user. So these are the different features of RDBMS, that is a relational database management system. Now the next question is, what is an online transaction? So online transaction is a payment method in which the transfer of fund or money happens online over electronic fund transfer. Online transaction process, that is also known as OLTP, is secure and password protected. Here we use password and transfer the money from one place to another place with the help of our smartphone, laptop, desktop, whatever we have electronic gadget. Three steps involved here in the transaction is, first one is registration, the second one is placing order, and third one is payment. After payment, we during the payment we need to enter the password. So next question is only 20 question, oh sorry, 19 question I have. So don't worry, it will end very soon. 17 number, what is blog? How will you make a blog? So a blog is a discussion or informational website published on the World Wide Web, consisting of discrete, often informal, diary-style text entries or posts. Posts are typically displayed in the reversed chronological order so that the most recent post happens first at the top of the web page. So this is the definition for blog and how we can create it. It will be in the next question. I think I have covered. So okay, if it is not here, I'm explaining you. So blog is basically if you have an email ID, then you can create a web blog, that is a page on the www, that is World Wide Web. There you can write something like as you write in your diary, and it will be publicly open for those who is knowing the address of the page, and it is always displayed in the reverse order, means the most recent comes first and at the top of the page. We can create this web, or we can make this blog with the help of first step is if we need to have an email ID or a registered email ID, or then the second one is um, we should have an online or offline web blog application, and there we have to fill the form first, and then we can start writing the diary or the blog to be publicly open for everyone. So three things required. First one is email ID, second one is web blog, and third one is uh, this third step is it will be displayed on www, means only two step I have so given it. Now the next question 18, enlist the different method of networking. So the different method of networking, there are only two, peer-to-peer architecture and client-server architecture. So in peer-to-peer network, networks in this network, all computer system have equal value or referred to as okay, here I had written uh, equal value are referred to as peer-to-peer networking. Generally, in such community, every terminal has an equally able CPU. So there is a CPU at every node. Next is client server architecture. So here network in which some computer system have exclusive committed tasks, means some computer are big and some are small, and supply services to different computers. So bigger computers supply the different services to the small computers or node in the network. Such networks are referred to as a client server architecture. Now question number 19, and I think it is okay, second last. Enlist any four rules to be kept in mind while messaging someone. So if you are messaging someone, you need to know the person. Second, write the message in with a short greeting. Start with short greeting. Be mindful to receive to the receiver's preferred style of communication. How the receiver or the people whom you are writing want to talk, that should be kept in mind. Keep the conversation short. It should be short and precise also, means to the point. Be careful with abbreviation. Never send bad news via instant message. We need not to share any bad news with the help of instant messaging. Do not change meeting time or venue in an email. IM means venue time should not be changed in instant messaging. Next, question number 20. Shortcut key for closing an active window, it is Alt F4. Now some one word only, it is 10. After it will finish. Okay, so blank is the way in which person acts or behave. It may be attitude or behavior. Second, myth is a blank belief or opinion about something. Myth is a blank, so it is a false belief opinion about something. Now doing organic farming, waste management, etc. are example of what? It is example of contribution to the environment or sustainable development. Okay, next one is bringing back taste, minimize plastic waste, and increase in employability are the benefits of introducing. So these are the benefits of introducing word. Kullad. Kullad means chukka. In Hindi, we used to say chukka or uh, sand glass. So let's see next. Name any two popular web blog applications. So I have written three. You can choose any two. WordPress.com, okay, these both are the same, WordPress and Humana. .com and .org, sorry, both are different, .com and .org and then Humana. Next, question number 6. Blank command is utilized to put one or more record to a database. So that is insert command. Okay. Now, question number 7. A blank enable the user to do systematic storing of information, and this is what form. Form enable the user to do that. Now, the full form of SIM, SMS, and Wi-Fi is: first is SIM, subscriber identification module, and the second SMS, short message service, and third Wi-Fi wireless fidelity. Question number 9 is: name some statement of DML. So the statements of DML are delete, insert, update, and select. The question number 10 is: by default, what are the commands available in Quick Access Toolbar? So the commands are save, undo, and redo. These are the different commands. So thank you, students. These are the important question, and the PDF is available in the uh, description section of the video. You can see from there. So I'm ending here. Thank you.